Okay, we're recording.
Perfect. So we can put it in, hopefully, knock on wood, put it in the group afterwards. We haven't had very much luck with that, but can everybody hear us okay? I know it's a new app for everybody. So I got the chat going. So if you guys have questions and don't want to unmute yourself, you are more than welcome to unmute yourself and ask questions at any time. But if you have questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat, and we're keeping an eye on it so we can answer those questions as well. Leanne, why don't you go ahead and start?
Okay. First of all, I love seeing everyone's face. So if you want to show your face, I love it. So it looks like feels like I'm not just talking to Stephanie. We'll do that enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so for those of you that don't know me, I'm Leanne, and I am an emerald, almost a diamond, and I signed up almost 3 years ago in January. So I've been doing this a little over 2.5 years, and this business has completely changed my life, especially in the last 10 months is when I really decided to make this work for me. So if you don't know me, I'm pregnant. I am due in February, and my plan is after I have my baby to stay home, and this will be my full-time income. So that's just one of the many things this business has done for me. So, Stephanie?
All right. So those of you that don't know me, my name's Stephanie. I've been in the business for 3 years, and I actually started just to earn some free product. I had no idea what network marketing was. Really just thought the girl that I signed up with worked in a cubicle. I didn't really understand anything about it. But I tried the wraps and they worked really well. Told my friend about it, and she told her friend, and it just kind of kept going. And next thing I know, people were coming to me wanting these wraps, and I was like, well, I think I have my hands on something here. So short version of my story, I joined, and 8 months later, I was able to quit my full-time job and do this full-time. At that time, we only had one kid, so a month after I quit my job, we found out we were pregnant with baby number 2. I had 2 very extremely high-risk pregnancies, and for my second son, I was on bed rest at 17 weeks up until 34 weeks. So I was on bed rest for a long time, so I was able to work this business full-time from my bed while I was growing my beautiful baby boy who's perfectly healthy. And now I spend every day with both of them and work this business. We've been able to pay off so much debt, go on vacations, just so many different things. I can't really sum up what this business has done for me in a short call because just so many amazing things. And I've been able to help a lot of people, like seeing Leanne, and I've been able to help Leanne, and now watching her be able to come home to her baby is just so heartwarming that I was a part of that. So this business has just changed so many different things, and it's truly a blessing. But now we are here helping you guys, and we're so excited. If you guys got the $20 promo codes, that's just amazing, because I would spend $99 every day to be a part of this business. So, yeah, we're just going to dive right in because we do have this recording, so we want to save it for the people that weren't able to make it onto the call. So if you do have questions while we're talking, we're just going to talk about everything. So either get a pen and a piece of paper, or if you're really good at mentally taking notes, just pay attention because we are going to be going over all the steps to get you your first 4 customers or your first 5 customers, depending on where you're at. So I'm just going to go in. Okay, Leanne?
Go for it.
Okay, so very first step, if most of you have already done this, but I just want to reiterate, first thing, get into your e-suite, that's your back office, and take yourself off commission hold. The way you do that is by logging in and filling out your tax information. You will not get paid if this is not done. This is a business. The government needs to know where money is going. So you will not get paid if you do not take yourself off commission hold. So first step, go take yourself off commission hold. Second step, go into your settings. Up at the top it says settings, and then on the right hand side it says website. You'll click on website, and then you'll see your website link up at the top. That is your link that's directed straight to you. So when you have a customer ready to sign up, you send them that link, and that way they sign up through you. And that is what we give to all of our customers. You cannot send this link through Facebook or Instagram. So if you've already tried that, you cannot. Instagram and Facebook does not allow links to be sent like that. So this is what we've done for the last 3 years, and it works great. Some people, it's a little uncomfortable at first, but don't let it be uncomfortable, because this is what I do to every person. You either ask for their phone number or say text me and give them your phone number. Do not send them a picture of your link as a picture. So many mistakes happen like that. They put in a wrong number and the customer goes to somebody else. You worked hard for that customer, so make sure you're sending them a direct link. And it makes it so much easier for the customer. You're here to make it as easy as possible for the customer. You will probably lose a lot of customers if they're like, so I have to write this down and then go put it in another link. No, get them to text you, or you text them, and then you send them your direct link. So all they have to do is click. So there's no mistakes that happen that way. So yeah. Oh, and then how they order, basically when you send them your link, I write down instructions. So get with your upline and either me or Leanne, and we can send you like the exact instructions on how to order when it comes around to signing your first customer. I'm very specific. I say click shop, keep lifestyle, keto works, and I explain to them, verbatim on how to sign up. So we can send you that, but make sure you're sending them your link, and then just walk them through how to order. And it's simple as that, as far as when it comes down to that. So next thing, Leanne, I'll have you go into.
Okay, so shopping sprees and kind of getting your first customers is what I'm going to talk about. So if you just signed up, or if you signed up in the last 2 months, it's been the last 2 months, right, for the 150? Yeah. So if you've signed up in the last 2 months, you have the option to get a $150 shopping spree instead of just the $100 one. Both are amazing, but getting $150 is obviously better. So you can spend the shopping spree on products, on clothes, on business materials, on anything that we sell. So this is a great chance for you to get the products and try them yourself and use them and have your own results and grow your business that way. So to get the 150, you do need to sign up your first customer in your first 72 hours to qualify for it. So that's why we stress working on this from the moment you sign up, so that you can get a better chance at getting this shopping spree. Because we want you all to get more products, obviously, so you can try more and have better results. So, and then, so you get your first one in your first 72 hours. And then after that, you have your first full 30 days to get another 4. So you need 5 total to get the $150 shopping spree. And let's say for some reason you barely missed that 72-hour mark on signing your first one. Don't worry, you still have time to get a $100 shopping spree. You can still get that if you get 4 customers in your first 30 days. But we really want everyone to try and get the first one right away so you can get a bigger shopping spree and bigger rewards. So the first thing that you should be doing is reaching out to like your friends and your family And we call this like our 30s list. So what you can do is you can literally get a piece of paper out or write this down on your phone and just write down the top 30 people in your life. Like, seriously, the top 30 people you would call if you were sick, if you needed anything, if you had a flat tire, who would come help you. So your friends and family, and write them down, and then you're going to message them. And let me pull up the message. You can message them a bunch of different things, but we do have this already written out for you guys so that it's easier for you guys to get started. And this is also all in the posts that we tag you in Legendary Leaders. So once you're tagged in this post, it tells you all this information. So you can literally copy and paste this in your notes in your phone and use it. So I would message them and I would say, hey, so-and-so, like add their name, like, hey, Ashley, I am super excited because I just started my own part-time business and I'm looking for my first 5 product models to help me grow my portfolio. Would you by chance be interested in helping me out? So just super simple and to the point. Send this to your friends and family. Obviously, if it's like your mom and you're close with your mom, you don't need to sound like that. Like you could say, hey mom, I started this, and call your mom. Just call her and be like, hey, will you be my first customer? Like, try the skinny coffee I have, or if you know that there's a product that she would probably like, offer that product. Like if it's the wraps or the skincare or whatever it is, just say, hey, will you please help me be my first customer? So you can change that up depending on like how you talk. You want to make it sound like you. And just send that to the first 30 people that come to mind, your friends and family. And then if they say yes, they'd be interested in helping you or they want to know more about it, the next message would be, you are amazing. Thank you so much. These are some of the hottest selling items. I'm looking for models for these products. And then it lists skinny wraps, hair growth supplement, weight loss pack, fat fighters, cleanse, fat burning coffee. Do any of those interest you at all? So then hopefully one of those is going to interest them. They'll tell you which one, or maybe it's 2. And then you're going to go into detail about what that product is after that. So these are all typed up already. You could go to your website and read about the product and reply with your own version of this, or you can just copy and paste this. Or if you need help figuring out how to describe something, you can just ask your upline. But so if they say wraps, you could copy and paste this post that literally explains what the wraps do. And then everything you send should end with a question so that somebody is more likely to reply. So you explain the wraps and then you say, how does that sound? And then if they say yes, or how much is it, or if they have another question, you go from there. And then you go into prices, and the way that Stephanie and I usually explain our prices is we say, okay, so the wraps usually are $99 for retail, but I have a discount, so it's only $59 for 4 of them. How does that sound? So I ended with another question, and then they're going to say yes or no, and then you kind of go from there. So right now, there's a deal going on that we've never done before. In October, a customer can sign up for any products. There's no monthly commitment. If they spend $49 or more, they get free shipping and a free gift with their order. It's a mystery gift. And they'll get other perks if they keep ordering after this month. So next month, if they order again, they're going to get even more free products and perk points. So there's a lot of incentive for them to keep ordering, and our company's going to help take care of them. You just have to take care of them too. So this is only for October. We don't know if they're extending this, but usually a customer has to order for 3 months to get the loyal customer pricing. So right now you started at a really, really good time because you're not facing that part of the conversation that we usually have to tell people, hey, so you're going to get the product for my discount, but you're going to try it for 3 months or try any product. So you don't have to do that. So if you're reading about that and you're confused, that's not happening right now. October is different. But don't worry about that. And when you get to that point in your conversations, you can always ask your upline or Stephanie and I for help. And if you never know what to say, or if they ask a weird question, please screenshot it and send it to us, and we will help you reply. You're never annoying us. We're always here to help you. We love getting messages from you guys to help you guys out. Like, it's totally fine. Do you have anything to add to all that stuff?
No, I think you covered it. Just always ask if you have a question.
Yeah.
You don't want to say the wrong thing. So if you're in, it takes time to learn this and learn how to talk to people. So definitely ask questions. And if you're in conversations with people, like, that's a good thing. So yeah. Do you want me to go into the next thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm just going to go right into posting. I think that's next on our list. Okay, so posting on social media. You want to be posting every single day, but you want to make sure that you didn't just join this company and flood your news feed with all It Works posts. You want to make sure you're still being a person, because people buy into you before they'll ever try your products. So don't join and then tomorrow you have 50 It Works posts. You want to still be yourself. That's why people will continue to follow you, is because they'll continue to watch your journey and watch your life, and that's why social media is around. So basically, you want to still be you. You're just sprinkling It Works into your life. So if you were a person that didn't post very much on social media, that's going to change. You're going to have to, you're now a network marketer. You're networking. That's the point in this business. So you will have to get out of your comfort zone a little bit and figure out things to post about. So one of the big, I always post about my kids, my husband, my life. Of course It Works, but I sprinkle it up other things in there besides just It Works. So you can go to my website, Leanne, or my Facebook or Instagram, Leanne's Facebook, and kind of look how we talk about our business and how we talk about our lives. Still be funny, still like post stuff. Don't flood your Facebook with memes and stuff like that. But yeah, you want to be posting about the product every day. So something as simple as like you holding a product and just talking about the product of you holding it, or a before and after. We have a whole post group that has tons of different before and afters or sample posts. We have 50 products, guys. You can literally talk about any product you want. I'd recommend the coffee, the cleanse, hair, skin, and nails, wraps. Those are like our top selling products. Like keto coffee is freaking amazing and everybody wants it. So you definitely want to be talking about keto coffee. So when you get your kit, make sure like you take a picture with your coffee and talk about you drinking the coffee, how it tasted, all these different things. So yeah, posting every day, and don't be spammy. I think I already said that a little bit. Don't, if you Google right now, if you Google It Works photos or whatever, you're going to see black, green, and bling. You're going to see before and afters, things like that. You don't want to be that. You want to be yourself and incorporate It Works into it. So make sure your newsfeed isn't flooded with just It Works, but make sure you're posting enough too. It's kind of contradicting each other. So you got to come up with good life posts. Talk about yourself, selfies. You have kids, post pictures of your kids. Whatever you would have posted on Facebook or Instagram before that, still do that. Yeah, is there much more to cover on posting, Leanne?
How much should you post a day?
personally, so I post something about my business and something about my life every day. It used to be that you post like 10 times a day, but the algorithms have changed a lot. So I make sure I get a good post in every day about something about my business, something about my life. So it's either business related about like the opportunity, or it's a product. Also, a lot of the time I incorporate my life into my business. So like I will post a picture of me and my boys at the park and just, talk about how amazing this opportunity is that I have my hands on, that right now I'm at the park with my boys working. And just how thankful I am to have something like this. And I was just able to help Heather and Tiffany and Shelby all join my team, or I just go and talk about. I'm just very real. So make sure you're posting about your life and about your business every day. Yeah. And then on Instagram, I post a little less. I post one post a day, sometimes two. Instagram, it's a lot of quality. So I make sure like my Instagram's my baby and I have pretty pictures. Instagram's all about attraction, where Facebook isn't so much, but Instagram, you want to have pretty pictures, and Instagram's very much about attraction. People want to look at pretty pictures, whereas Facebook is not like that. You can post words on Facebook, whereas Instagram, people want to see pictures. So two different dynamics there. And then Instagram story is where I really post about my life like every day. And Leanne's going to get into that right now.
Yeah, and to add a little bit to your posting, Facebook is good to post like a lot of interaction posts. So I just posted, because my straightener broke, so I just posted on there like, what is your favorite brand of straighteners? Like, what should I get? And I already have like 40 comments from people telling me what straightener to get. And that is going to boost your algorithm. It's going to make all your posts now go to the top. So now more people are going to see your stuff. So even if people are not liking or commenting on your pictures or your posts, that doesn't mean they haven't seen it. So you have to remember that if you only got 5 likes, that's okay, because 100 people saw it. And especially if you're having other posts that people are liking and commenting on, then your other posts are being seen. You just don't know. Yeah. Okay, so what she was saying about stories. So story is huge. I feel like you post once or twice a day, and that's kind of like the main part of your day, or the main thing you want to get across. And then on your story, you can post all day long, as much as you want. I don't think there's a limit. Like, I wouldn't limit yourself. Maybe not like 100 things, but you know what I mean. So my story, I have like significantly grown and used, and now it has become like my baby. And so stories, you definitely want to still post about your life. Like if you use Snapchat, the same thing. So we use story on our Instagram and on our Facebook. And you still want to be talking about your life. Show that you're eating at a restaurant, check into a restaurant. If you're at a sporting event, show that. If you are at the pumpkin patch, like put a video of you walking through the pumpkin patch on there or something. Just keep showing your life throughout the day, because people are following you, following your life on there. And then in between all of that, you can be adding things about the business and about the products. So we have polls, like you could do polls to see if people are interested in the products or the business, and we share a lot of these posts to put on your story in our chats. So I think all of you should be in our first 30 days chat. If you're not, message us and we'll put you in there. And it pretty much just, and this is just for people in their first 30 days. So if you're not in there and you're past 30 days, that's why. But it's literally a group chat that we share things for you to put on your story and posts to put on your pages. So you guys are free to use those, take them. That's what they're there for. So the more you post throughout the day, the more your story is going to go bump up to the front. So if you only posted at 9 a.m. and 7 p.m., like two things, your story was only bumped up to the front twice. And it probably wasn't bumped up very far because that means that you're not posting enough. Like, not enough people are seeing it. So try and post to it like on a regular basis throughout your day. And having this stuff that we are giving you definitely helps. Save it all to your phone. You can use things over again. It only lasts 24 hours on your story. And I post things on my story that I didn't even do that day. Like that I was at the pumpkin patch last weekend, but I posted a picture of me at the pumpkin patch from last weekend today on my story. So just because you're not out doing something doesn't mean you don't have something to put on there. And you can even do quotes and things from Pinterest and whatever you want. But story is huge. That's where I probably get 80% of my customers are from story. So be consistent with it and talk about the products every single day on there. And people will watch you and they'll eventually reach out. Do you have anything else to add about that?
No, I think story is huge, like Leanne just said. I would say I mean, we've both been through the seasons of this business where a year ago we didn't have Instagram stories. So we were getting all of our customers from just posting. So we know that just posting, or not just posting, but posting works. We also, when we started, messaged everybody that we knew and got a lot of customers that way. So, and we threw parties. So there's so many different avenues of where you, of how you can work this business. We're just telling you what is working for us right now. Another thing that we both do that you should take into your own hands and do is search on YouTube. YouTube, I mean, we built our business because of YouTube. Basically, we YouTube things all the time and try what other leaders are doing. There's a lot of leaders that you can follow. Morgan McIntyre,
Cassie Westland, Courtney Bohr. Oh, on YouTube?
Yeah.
No, she doesn't really YouTube.
Yeah.
Rachel Jones.
Yeah, so
Chelsea Thornton, you can ask us and we'll give you a list.
Yeah, if you're like, hey, I want to, or even just Google becoming a networks distributor, or, just things, whatever your question is, you can YouTube it. But, and I mean, of course, ask us. I'm just telling you that YouTube is a great source. But yeah, that's, I don't know where I was going with it.
Yeah. Okay, so what I was kind of saying about the chats, use those chats. We have set them up to help you guys. We're literally putting all the stuff you need in those chats so that you know what to post, so that you know what to add to your stories. Like, it's already made for you. Literally, you just need to save them and add them to your story. And if you make a poll, you need to go check in on your poll a couple times a day and message everyone that voted on your poll. You don't know what to say, ask your upline.
Also, I'm going to add on to that. Do not just, if somebody votes on your poll or whatever, do not just send them the information right away. Message them and be like, hey, I seen you liked my poll about the fat burning coffee. Were you interested in the details? Start a conversation. You are not a salesperson. You do not need to sell this product to somebody. You are informing them of the product. So you need to have a conversation with them like they're your best friend. And that's the biggest tip. If you come across like you're just trying to like push a product down their throat, it's going to turn them off. So make sure you are trying to have a conversation with them. So, hey, I saw you like my post. Were you interested in the details? Yes or no? People like your posts without meaning to like them, or people take your polls without meaning to take your polls. So if they say, oh, no, thank you, then just move on to the next person. So yeah, that's.
Yeah. So use the chats. The first 30-day chat is there for you guys in your first 30 days to really help you understand like what to post and to use that stuff. You know, it's there like just to help you get started, because then eventually you're going to figure it out and you're going to be making them yourself and you're going to get it. So use that. Use the boom chat too if you have questions, just like general questions, and use your upline. Whoever signed you up, ask them questions, or you're always welcome to reach out to Stephanie and I. We're here to help you. You're never in this alone. That's why we have the chats, and that's why we do these trainings for you guys. It's because we want you all to be successful.
Yes.
All right. You're next.
Okay, I want to talk about follow-ups. Make sure you're following up with people. It is very, very, very rare that somebody signs up on the first time that you talk to them. This business is on the front of your mind, but it's not on the front of their mind. And a good example that I like to tell everybody is, when you want something, how many times do you go to Amazon, add it to your cart, and you get distracted and you do something else, or you just say, oh, and you don't end up buying it, but it's still there. So you want to still be there. So make sure that you are, we just had someone jump on. Make sure you're following up with people. So this is what I do. I have a planner and I write everybody down. So if I'm talking to Leanne today about a product, I'm going to write them down because the conversation might die off. It's, getting 8 o'clock. They might fall asleep. So I'm going to write their name down. Before I go to bed, I write down everybody I talked to that day. And then I also write when to follow up with them. So depending on how the conversation ends is how I would follow up with them. If they said, oh, I don't get paid until Friday, but I can order on Friday, they're going in my calendar for Friday, and I'm texting them on Friday and be like, hey, girl, let's get your order going. Just assume the sale and go from there. They told you they were getting paid. So and follow up with them on that day. When they say, if they don't give you an actual day, then follow up with them in 2 days. I follow up with people until they tell me to stop following up with them. And it's not 2 days every time. Most of the time it's 2 days. If I don't hear from them, it's like 2 weeks, and then I'll text them in like a month later. Like, they never get off my follow-up list. And here is why. I have people sign up with me every day that I talked to 6 months ago. And it's because I planted the seed 6 months ago, and they've been watching me talk about the coffee every single day, and they're finally ready. Just because you talk to somebody today does not mean that they're interested today. So make sure you're always following up with people. Not aggressively, don't follow up with them every day, but you find a happy medium. And people are going to say no. And I'm sorry to break it to you. If you can't hear the word no, then this is the wrong business for you. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just saying people will say no, and it has nothing to do with you. Nothing at all to do with you. They're just saying no to what you have to offer right now. So don't take no to heart, and try not to get discouraged. I know it's really hard when people say that they're not interested, but that it's nothing against you. They're just not interested in what you have right now. But there are 8 billion people in the world, and trust me, there's a lot of people that are interested. Me and Leanne sign customers every single day. We talk to people every single day about this product. So everybody is interested at some point. It just is not their point right now. We also have 50 products, like vitamins, so much stuff. So don't take no to heart. Like, just make sure, I got sidetracked. I get distracted really easy. Sorry, Leanne already told me before we got on, put your phone away, you're going to get distracted. And I just got a message and got distracted. I'm like, got that squirrel brain. So also another thing, if you're talking to somebody right now and they're like, oh, it's too expensive or whatever, or they're just not interested right now, a lot of it is probably because you just started and you haven't added value to the product. So basically what I mean by that is the statistic is people have to see something 12 times before they're ready to purchase. Whether that be at Walmart, they have to see a lipstick 12 times before they want it. That's just the statistic on how long it takes somebody to actually move forward with a purchase. So you showing the coffee or showing your product every single day is going to add value. If they see a different person on your newsfeed losing weight with the same product every single day, you're now adding value to the product. So when they go to purchase, they're gonna spend their money because it's valuable to them. It means something to them. You're not gonna go spend, $500 on something that you don't even want, that has no value to it. But you're gonna spend your hard-earned money if it's valuable to you, if it's something you need in your life. So make sure that you are always adding value to the product by just sharing it. All that is just sharing it. And so you might get a lot of no's right out the gate because most people have no idea what you're talking about. So they're like, this isn't real. Those results aren't real. Because they have no idea what you're talking about. So make sure, you're talking about it every day. Try not to get discouraged. In the beginning, it's very easy to get discouraged, but just know that this business does not happen overnight, okay? Because if you join to be rich tomorrow, that's not going to happen. This is a business. It takes work. It's not hard work, but it does take work and time and consistency. And you can move really fast or you can move slow. It's all up to you on how bad you want to make it work and how bad you want X amount of dollars. So yeah, that's all I have.
Just to add on to that, how Stephanie was saying, like, people need to see it 12 times before they are going to get it. It is so true. So when I started, I used to talk about a different product every single day.
Oh, yeah.
Like wraps one day, then the cleanse, then ThermoFit, then Fat Fighters, then greens. Like, people were like lost. They were like, what are you actually selling? Like, I've seen like too many things and they don't see it enough times in a row to actually want it. So now I've changed how I do things. I talk about the coffee every single day, no matter what. And I'll talk about hair, skin, and nails because that's another top selling product. And here and there I talk about other stuff, but literally I talk about the coffee and greens every single day. Every day. It's on my story. I'm posting about it every day. So guess what? I sign up customers for coffee and greens every single day because I talk about it so much and people keep seeing it and they see it 12 times and then they're ready to order. So even though people are not saying anything yet, it's because they haven't seen it enough. So keep talking about it. Don't stop. Just keep going and people are going to come to you. They're going to reach out. They're going to want this. You just have to keep going.
And don't feel like you're being annoying because actually hardly anybody's seeing your stuff. The statistic on how many people see your post, 7% of your Facebook actually sees your post. So that 7% is who you interact with the most. So if you are commenting on your mom, your sister, and your best friend's posts every day, you're going to see your mom and your sister and your best friend's posts. Facebook and Instagram are smart, and it's called an algorithm. And they are going to give you what you want to see. So do you ever notice that you I'm going to use Amazon again. You go and type in whatever, highlighters, just sitting on my desk, highlighters to Amazon. And now on your Facebook, you see highlighters on your newsfeed. Facebook is so smart. And they have so many people working in the backgrounds to give you what you want. So if you're commenting on, like I said, your mom, your sister, your aunt's posts every day, that's who's going to be in your newsfeed. So it is important to switch it up and start interacting with new people and commenting on new things because now they're going to start seeing your posts. no lie, I've been in the business for 3 years, and I still to this day have people ask me, well, what is it that you do, when I reach out to them. I've posted about my business every day for the last 3 years, and these people still don't know because they're not seeing my posts every day. So do not feel like you're annoying somebody. And you know what? If somebody thinks you're annoying, then screw them. They can delete you. Like, sorry. This is business. This is your life. You joined to better your life. You joined to make money for your family. And if somebody doesn't want to see your stuff, like, bye, Felicia. I have no room for people in my life that
They are not paying your bills.
they're not paying your bills. So those people that say no, or people that join and say, well, I don't have a whole lot of support, it's like, I understand that. I know that's hard. But at the end of the day, if somebody's not supporting you, who cares? They're not paying your bills. Like, why does it matter? And I know it's harder at the beginning, and I've been doing this for a while, so I have a little bit tougher of a shell, because if I didn't have my business, I would be at work every day. I wouldn't be with my kids. I wouldn't have the things that I have. So it doesn't affect me if somebody deletes me or blocks me, or, I mean, it doesn't happen all that often, at least that I notice. If somebody has anything to say about what I'm doing, it doesn't affect me, because I know what I'm doing is bettering my life and my kids' life. So as soon as you see it like that, and believe in yourself and your family and the steps you're making to better yourself, it doesn't matter what anybody else in the world is saying. If somebody wants to dog you for bettering your life, then tell them to go shove it.
Love it. Okay, so I'm going to touch on this real quick. So if you're posting about a product or you're adding it to your stories, you can go look and see everybody that watched your story, and you can also go look and see everyone that liked your post. The people that like your post, you should go message them. The people that are watching your stories every day, go message them. And it can just be a simple message like, hey, I saw that you liked my post about the skinny coffee that I have. Were you interested in it, or were you just showing me some love? And then almost every single person I send that to will literally reply to me. And it'll either be, actually, I am interested, or it's just showing you some love. And both are great. I'm happy with both responses. So if they say they're showing me love, and I say, thank you so much for your support. And if they say they're actually interested, great. I just started a conversation with somebody that's interested in the coffee. They just didn't want to reach out to me. So it's our job to reach out to people and ask them if they're actually interested. And if they're showing you interest by liking your posts, you should definitely be messaging them and starting the conversation. And the answer is always going to be no unless you ask them. So go ask. And if they say no, they might change their mind later down the road.
Amen. Yes. So much yes.
You looked like you were going to say something in the middle of that.
I was, and now I'm trying to remember what I was going to say. I don't remember, so must have not been too important.
Okay, so the only other thing I really want to add to this is you guys just started your own business, so be excited about it. Like, seriously, be excited, because you are starting something incredible, and you might not even realize it yet, but this could change your life, or it could at least add, like, a couple extra $100 in your account every month that you need. Could be buying your groceries. It could be taking your kids to Disneyland. Like, it could do so much for you. I definitely did not think it was going to change my life the way it has. And now it's incredible. So be excited what you've just started, even if it's just going to be a side thing or a full-time thing or whatever. Be excited, because people are going to see that and they're going to be interested and they're going to want to know more. And then they're going to want to join you. So be excited.
Excitement sells.
Excitement does sell. And be consistent. Literally, the more consistent you are, the further you're going to get faster. If you only talk about the products once a week, don't expect to get anywhere. That's not going to get you anywhere. Talk about everything. Talk about the products, the business every single day. People watch you for a long time before they join. Desiree's not on here, but she She was watching me for over 2 years, and she just joined the other day. So you never know. Some people it takes 2 years, some people it takes 2 days. So
And it's all a season of life too. Everybody goes through something every 6 months in their life, whether that be a car breakdown, an unexpected bill, a hospital bill, a need to move out. Everybody goes through some sort of life change every 6 months. So right now, today, somebody might not need this business, but in 6 months, that same person might have a $5,000 hospital bill that they now need to pay off. So because you're consistent every single day and posting every single day, they're going to continue to watch you. And I'm not saying it's going to take 2 years to sign your first distributor, or it's going to take that. That's not at all what we're saying. We're just saying consistency pays off in the end. And also people buy into you. People watch you. So if you're posting once a week, they're not going to come to you. You're not serious. Why are they going to buy something from somebody that's not serious? But if you're consistent with your business every day, they will come to you. I have people every day reach out to me and say, I know somebody else who sells this, but I see you do it. So, or I enjoy following you, or things like that. I have a girl I went to high school with. I used to sell Beachbody, who just ordered from me, and she just stopped selling Beachbody. And she's like, I've watched you since you started, but I've never needed a cleanse. And she's like, now I want to try the cleanse. How do I order? I literally didn't even have to tell her about the product or reach out to her or talk to her about the product, because she has watched me talk about the cleanse all the time. So she already knew about it, already knew she wanted it. So it's just,
we're not saying don't reach out to people, though. You still need to reach out to people, especially in the beginning.
That was my fault, because I knew that she did Beachbody, so I was like, oh, she's not going to be interested. So that's my fault. I dropped the ball on that one.
And that's another good point, is never assume someone's answer. I did that a lot in the beginning. I always thought, oh, that person's not going to want to try this, or that person's not interested, or that person's probably just judging me. Like, I assumed what people's answers were. Do not assume. Ask everybody. Ask everybody. Never assume until they tell you no. And even when they tell you no, they're going to probably come back and tell you yes another time. It happens to me all the time. So what's nice is if you're asking every day, if you're talking to new people every day, you're going to sign up people that way. And if you're being consistent and excited every day, you're going to have people reaching out to you also. That's why Stephanie and I that's why we're so successful and where we're at right now, is because of all the work we've been putting in over time and because of the work we put in every day. So it will pay off, I promise. How do you suggest? Go ahead.
How do you suggest reaching out to people who you don't know or aren't friends with over social media? So don't message people that you're not friends with on social media. Are you asking in person? Because you don't want to message people that you're not friends with on social media. You'll get blocked.
Only message your followers on Instagram, and only message your friends on Facebook. Don't message people that are not following you back or are not your friend, because you will get blocked.
Yeah, they think that you're got hacked. But basically what I do to everybody, whether I really know them or not know them, I don't typically reach out to people I don't know on Facebook, like cold message them. I interact with them first on Facebook. So I two different feelings. Instagram, I just message my followers. If you are on Instagram, if you're following me on Instagram, you're in my store. Okay. So if you're on my Instagram, you're in my store, you're going to get a message from me. And it's basically just like, hey girl, I like following you. I'm looking for product models. Would you be interested? And then basically to get more people to follow. Okay, so if you want people to follow you, you add new people. So on Facebook and Instagram. Facebook, you can only add like 20 people a day, but on Instagram, definitely grow your network. It's huge. I didn't even have an Instagram when I started my business, and now I have like 7,500 followers. And that's because I add people to my network every day. So there's a ton of different ways that you can do this. If you have or if you have an iPhone, which I think that's an Android because it says Pixel 2 XL, so I think that's an Android. But sorry. Okay, so there's an app called Captivate that you can follow people from. Okay, yes, Android. You can also manually go to your friend's Facebook. So I could go to Leanne's Facebook and say she had 50 people like her photo. I would go to all those people and just add them. It is not weird to add people on Instagram, by the way. Like, that's what Instagram is for. Like,
don't do this to other distributors.
Yes, sorry. Do not add other.
Don't actually go to mine and do that, because now you're taking people that are already seeing my posts. Yeah. So, and you're taking them away from me. I would never follow your guys' followers. You should never follow anyone else's. Go reach out to other people. Find other people that are not distributors. Just wanted to put that out there.
Yes, thank you. And the way I said that, good thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, go to, your friends that not in the business. Do not follow people in the business. And follow their followers. You can get your followers up there really fast. And then you can message them. Here, I'll read you my exact message to people.
And if you're doing this manually, you can't do, I think, more than 60 a day on Instagram. And I wouldn't add more than like 25 friends on Facebook a day, or you're going to get blocked.
Yeah, you can't like mass do it, because Facebook and Instagram, basically they think you're a robot if you're trying to add way too many people. So they try to keep things down. But here's what I message people. And if you are in my Facebook, like, you got this, you're getting this message, or you've gotten it. This is a really old message, so let me find one that isn't so old.
Also, if you're adding friends on Facebook, don't go to the suggested friends and add from there, because
they probably could, because they're brand new. They're not friends with a bunch of distributors.
I guess so. If you're not friends with a bunch of It Works people yet, you can use that. But once you start adding like sideline friends and your own distributors, if you use that, then it's just going to give you more distributors. So you're going to just keep adding It Works people, and you don't want that. So right now it might be okay, but as soon as you start adding friends that are on the team, then you're going to not want to do that.
Yeah, Instagram or Facebook's going to like give you their followers.
Yeah.
So this is what I message everybody. And reach out to us for the verbiage if you want us to send it to you. Hey, hun, I hope I'm not bugging you, but I seriously love following you. Your Instagram is so fun and positive. I'm looking for some new product models and was wondering if you'd be interested. You'd get a huge discount for helping me out. Simple. And they say yes or no. Or most of them say, thank you so much. What kind of product is that? And then I send them a brief list that explains, or that just, says like wraps, fat burning coffee, all these things. And then they'll pick a number, like say coffee, and I'll message them back about the coffee. And a lot of I'd say half the time that conversation doesn't go anywhere after that, or whatever. And then in a couple days, I'll follow up with them like, hey, were you interested in that? And then I'll follow up again if they're not, or so on and so forth. But because I'm messaging them on Instagram, they're now seeing my posts more. So like me posting every day is now kind of doing the back work for my business, because I talk to them. But now that they're in my inbox, they're seeing all my stuff more. So if they're interested in the coffee, they're now seeing coffee. And they're like, okay, this girl and this coffee, like, I need to get my hands on some of this skinny coffee, guys. So yeah, but Leanne, it is 8:30. We said we were going to keep this under an hour.
Yeah, unless you guys have more questions, you can either unmute yourself or put it in this chat.
We're going to try to load this recording.
No promises. I've tried it before, but we
haven't been able to figure it out. So we're going to work on it. But yeah. So if nobody has any questions, we're going to jump off. But if you do think of a question in like an hour, message us directly or drop it in the Boom chat or the First 30 Days chat, whatever one you're a part of. And yeah, always be asking questions because that's what we're here for, is to help you. So I'm so excited for all of you guys, and I can't wait to work closely with all of you guys and watch you guys explode. So you guys all have a great night.
Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time to get on. It really means a lot to us, and staying plugged in with everyone is really, really important. So the more you can get on team calls, and we do things like power hours where we all get on and just work together and listen to music. If you can get onto those, we do them a couple times a week. Highly suggest it because you'll get a lot done and you'll get to work with us. So have a good night, everyone.
All right, bye.